hard trying to make out what it is without much success. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No. It's an odd being, mostly purple in color, with the general shape of a middle-aged woman, and fly wings. She is wearing a frilly ballerina skirt, tennis shoes, and a great big smile. Yes, it's the Fly Lady. Fly Lady cannot leap over tall buildings at a single bound. She does not have X-ray vision or any of the other superhero attributes, but in her own offbeat way, Fly Lady is a candidate for another kind of superhero status. To understand why the Fly Lady is a force to be reckoned with, we need to look at who she is, what she does, why it's different, and why it's important. Fly Lady is the online persona of Marla Silly. Marla lives in North Carolina and is in her mid-50s. She is a dyed-in-the-wool Southern gal with a gracious manner and accent to prove it. By her own admission, she is creative, bossy, and naturally disorganized or sidetracked. Her enthusiasm, sense of humor, and genuine interest in people are infectious. In the early 90s, Marla was elected as county commissioner. Her home was so messy that she had to meet her constituents on her front porch. Deciding to get organized, she developed a method that worked for her and determined to share it with others. An email group on Yahoo was followed by a website, books, speaking engagements, and shows on free internet radio station. The Fly Lady moniker came from her interest in fly fishing. The Fly Lady now has 500,000 subscribers, mostly American women. Her service is completely free, funded by the sale of books and other carefully selected products. Along with her team of helpers, Marla provides tons of advice along with a unique mix of encouragement and tough love. If you Google organize, you will see dozens of websites, books, CDs, and self-help groups. So why is the Fly Lady different? Well, for one thing, she has walked more than a mile in the shoes of her audience, having faced poverty, marital woes, and clinical depression, along with her disorganization. She practices what she preaches, freely sharing her struggles and adventures in putting into practice techniques that she recommends. Because she walks the walk, her advice is practical, realistic, and inexpensive. But Fly Lady is only superficially about keeping one's physical environment in order. Her real mission is to help people to organize their minds and hearts on a deeper level, finding a little bit of peace in their life by loosening the grip of the consumer culture just a little, moving towards a lifestyle focused less on stuff and more on connection to value in community and the realization of one's talents. Fly Lady started her work long before Barack Obama decided to run for President of the United States. But her system and advice provides the how to go along with Mr. Obama's Yes, We Can. Reaching 500,000 Americans with humor and a bit of tough love, Fly Lady assures them that no matter what circumstances are that they face, there is always a place to start. There is always something that they can do to turn things around. Many of her audience face horrendous life circumstances. Multiple illnesses, difficult work circumstances, the care of disabled children or aging parents. Yet Fly Lady helps them to break down the arduous tasks in front of them into small, doable steps, and provides plenty of encouragement along the way. In these times, when the vast majority of media content simply adds to people's anxiety and stress, being able to provide a little bit of hope and serenity to 500,000 Americans is no small feat. Fly Lady may not battle the Joker or Catwoman or other physical foes, but neither legendary villains, criminals, nor even terrorists are the real enemies facing ordinary Americans. The real enemies are more subtle, the inner demons that eat away at a nation's psyche. Fear of an uncertain future, fear of not measuring up to ever more unrealistic role models, a vague sense of guilt, and so on. In my book, anyone who can provide a sizable chunk of the population with the weapons to combat these monsters is, in her own humble way,